Pickaxe.
Gather round, friends, let me tell you a tale of three scoundrels, grabby and small. A hippie, a dancer, and a sweet talker who live in High Spear Mall. You've seen them around, they sell sweets by the pound. Their wares are famously tasty. So here I sit, singing to you of crimes involving pastry. Clover's the whisper, she makes all the sweets. She has a corn dog addiction. Fenton's the slob, he sleeps in a safe and writes vampire fanfiction. Franklin's the cutter, his fighter's strength does hide his dancer's heart. Best and brightest they may not be, but that's my favorite part. So gather round, friends, and listen close, for the tale's about to start.
Welcome to Spout More Mall Brats. I'm your game master, Shawn O'Hara. Joining me as always, playing Fenton Beasley, the Slide, Abdul Aziz.
Hello, everybody.
Playing Frankenstein, the Cutter, Paul Oppers.
Hi there.
And playing Clover, Ivy, Fern, the Whisper, Jessica Ty.
Hello.
When last we left our heroes, the Cool Treat Kids had begun a campaign of vengeance against the Nog Hogs. Mostly because they had gotten in a rivalry with the Wild Nogs.
Mm-hmm.
And in an attempt to make the Wild Nogs look bad, they decided to sabotage the Charles Eve holiday eggnog supply and blame it on the Wild Nogs.
Mm-hmm.
And that went poorly.
Went very bad. It was maybe one of the worst jobs we've ever pulled.
It genuinely was an absolute fuckfest of a job.
Oh my God.
Fenton and Franklin got caught almost instantly.
On fire.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you almost caught yourselves on fire.
Yeah.
You were pulled into an office by one of the Nog Hogs who started questioning you, and your plan for getting out of there was to attempt to put them out with a trance powder.
Mm-hmm.
And
Which worked, I might add.
It worked so well.
Yeah. Too well.
Overly well. Leaving Fenton the only conscious person in the room.
Yeah. And there was an orc in front of the door, so I was stuck.
Yep. And your plan to alleviate that situation was to set a fire, hoping that someone would come and save you.
Yeah.
And they did.
Mm-hmm.
To your credit, they did.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, Clover, stealth mode, Metal Gear Solid, Metal Gear Clover, attempting to sabotage the equipment.
Mm-hmm.
And that went so bad, just over and over. And it ended with Clover successfully sabotaging the equipment, but taking a point of drama and being arrested by mall security.
Yeah. And I'm jaded now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're a goth in the tunnels.
A little emo girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, Clover was hauled off to security, questioned by Tina Durger, young, corrupt Tina Durger.
She's been corrupt through and through her whole career.
Yeah, why not, right? Start early.
Yeah.
And Clover, instead of just taking her lumps and seeing what security was going to do, fought like a rabid animal to get out of the guy's arms and escaped security. Seeing her friends coming towards her in an attempt to rescue her, decided that she had to pull the heat off of them and ran off on her own.
And Borba stopped us from going after her.
Yeah. Clover has decided to go to ground, living in the tunnels with Greg.
Yep.
And something that we realized after we talked about how sad this was that the Cool Treat Kids have maps of the maintenance tunnels, and you could go see her probably whenever you want.
Yeah, I think like the tunnel leads into the chocolate factory. So really, I can come home and just have to go through the back door.
No, it's so dramatic and huge, though.
So do we open on you guys in the tunnels with Clover, or do we open on Clover just coming through the back door of the sugar shack?
Yeah, I come in through the back door.
We've built a shrine with Clover with pictures, and we have like everlasting candles burning, and we're like Clover and doing like a little speech.
That's exactly what we cut in on a memorial service.
It's a funeral, yeah.
Okay, tell me what everybody's doing in this memorial service.
There's a lot of kids there, actually.
Oh,
A
wow.
lot
Yeah.
of kids.
And
Totally.
the way we communicated it was so unclear that it really seemed like she died. Everyone thought she was actually dead.
Even the Hubberstone twins showed up for this.
And it's because like I think everyone showed up because they were like, you know that thing where like one kid has like sort of like a traumatic thing happen, and like all the other kids are like, oh my god, yeah, me, this is so affecting me.
Yeah,
Totally.
I need attention. That's why everyone's there, basically.
And now I'm the one that has drama.
They're like, wow, she was such a good friend of mine. I remember talking to Clover one time.
I love that.
Yeah.
I really, really loved Clamber. I think she's a really, really sweet. So there's a bunch of kids, and we're all gathered. They're all standing around
Yeah,
Fenton and Franklin.
Yeah.
Doris is there. She's serving shitty food. She's catering the event.
Yeah. Borbo is playing sad music.
Yeah, and a pipe organ.
Yeah.
That he found and he rolled into the sugar shack.
Yeah.
And it's a regular organ he turned into a pipe organ in
Yeah,
the back
That
room.
sounds like shit.
With like paper towel tubes sticking out of
I
it.
was thinking he ruined an organ with like a hacksaw.
Taped a bunch of paper towel tubes to the wrecked top
And it's like there's an open casket at the front.
with nothing in it.
Nothing in
Or is it like with a mannequin that you made of her?
Yeah, that
Paper mache.
paper mache Clover.
The head is a paper mache moth that has a face drawn on it now.
Yeah.
But you know, you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah. And we put her how she would always want to be remembered in that duct tape janitor's jumpsuit.
Wrapped in duct tape. Yeah.
And the first speech begins.
I go up there with a glass and like a spoon,
Everyone's already standing in front of you waiting.
and then it's full of yogurt, and I'm like clink 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 clink, clink clink clink. I'd like to make a speech in celebration of Clover's passing. My name is Fenton Beasley. I'm a slide.
Everyone in the audience nods. He is a slide.
I'm like, I know not a lot of you know who I am, and the ones that do, not a lot of you like me, and the ones that do, it's begrudgingly. But that's what was so special about Clover is I was abandoned in the mall over a year ago. I was lost and scared and alone.
Only been a year.
It's been a year and Charles has happened like 5 times.
This is an unprecedented year. Sometimes it happens a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
true.
it's whenever Charles sees his shadow. And I didn't know what I was doing, and I was lost and scared, and I didn't know anything about like crime or being a criminal or really anything that didn't have anything to do with turtles or scarecrows. Because as you guys know, my dad is a merchant who sells scarecrows to farmers. He hates farmers.
Everybody nods.
And as you know, my mom loved turtles. She loved turtles more than me. That's why she lost me in the mall.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knows.
Yeah, everybody nods.
Everybody knows my
People are-
backstory.
People are snapping.
But Clover found me. She found me wet and ragged and alone, drowning in one of the fountains in the food court. She saved my life that day. She pulled me out of the fountain, and she brought me here to the sugar shack, and she made me a cool treat kid. And I'd be dead today if it wasn't for Clover. So, in honor of you, Clover, and then he pulls out his cane sword.
Everybody in the front row steps back.
Holy shit.
Jesus.
And then he takes the sword, and he and Fenton legitimately had not thought this far ahead.
So he's just holding his sword.
In honor of you, Clover.
Franklin's looking at him with his eyes really wide, like, "Woody, buddy."
Borbo started to stand up from the organ.
The sound of an organ, stool moving backward.
Everybody knows that when Fenton is forced to improvise, shit goes fucking crazy.
I don't know if he's ever actually drawn the cane sword before, so everybody's pretty scared.
So people were like, holy shit, there was a sword in that thing the whole time. And then he like puts the blade down on the ground and snaps it in half. And he's like, I'll never wield this cane sword again in your honor, because your memory is the sword that cuts through my heart now. And then he tosses the pieces into the crowd.
Heads up!
Bunch of kids dive out of the way. Borbos grabs the handle out of the air and is like, whoa. All right. And he starts clapping. Thank you, Fenton. Thank you. And he walks forward and kind of nudges you away from the front.
I still have
I
two more.
know, buddy.
Okay.
I know. We'll talk about it later.
Okay.
Jesus.
Franklin, do you have anything you want to say?
Hi, everybody. Franklin Stein Cutter.
Everybody nods.
He's got his tuxedo t-shirt on, and he's sewn back sleeves because of a different color. They're like beige, like the little pockets on them, like cargo sleeves. He's sewn.
They're the legs of cargo shorts. He's sewn into
sewn,
sleeves.
sewn off them. I got them from some barbecue dads.
They're so loose, and they were the kind with the zips on the end.
Yeah. Hi, I'm a boy of few words. Everybody nods.
Yeah.
Clover was a special person to me, and I can't believe that she's gone down below to that place where we can never go until the day that we ourselves are drawn below our feet, that we walk upon this earth.
Some people start crying a little bit. And snapping.
For my speech, I have prepared a dance in the honor of Clover's passing.
Borbo sits back down at the organ.
And it's like this really mournful, like me. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. And he's doing like hands out in front, arch back, tiptoes, and then arms back and head back. And he's just going back and forth and back and forth. Does a slow spin, and like very purposeful, like heave crying on the coffin.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
And then like goes to the audience and like mimes like, oh, tears falling down his face. And then jumps up into the rafters and is like spinning like crazy Spider-Man like around
like a gymnast?
So yeah, it does like it does like a parallel uneven bar thing above their heads. And then as this song builds, comes to the end, he lands in front of the coffin on stage and pulls out a match and lights the coffin, and the paper mache they're on fire, and then ends like boom, as it like burns behind you.
And everybody is clapping and weeping.
And Borbo's freaking out.
Borbo runs in with a fire extinguisher and immediately starts putting it out. But while this is all happening, the fire starts to burn. Clover,
I've been watching from above the whole time.
From the raft.
like Huckleberry Finn.
Yeah, because earlier I'd shown up in the chocolate factory, and I thought, I may as well pay my friends a visit so they don't worry about me. And all this is going down.
You were worried about us worrying about you.
Yeah, and I'm touched. Like, that was a beautiful dance.
Mm-hmm. Clover, do you see anybody? Does anybody see you?
No one sees me.
Okay.
But who do you see in the audience?
Seamus.
Oh,
Oh.
Seamus is here.
This guy's right here.
They are together, but Seamus is like ignoring her basically.
Yeah. But I want to position myself so I can get a spitball to land on Kesserin's head.
Cool. I like that she's wearing like really tacky I Heart Clover like
Oh
black.
yeah, she's totally like, we were best friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We wanted to have her in the pixie sticks.
Ugh.
She came and we asked her please, and she said no. I live dangerously, and look where it got her.
Yeah.
So I'm monkey barring like over. I don't know.
No, we're in downtime. I'm not going to make you guys roll for this stuff.
Sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just like very sneakily heading over to Kessler, and I'm getting the juiciest loogie again.
Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah.
And she's like really playing up the weeping into
and I
Seamus' shoulder.
just drop a huge spitball, and it lands right on her stupid head.
Wait,
Yeah,
so
gross.
when you say spitball, you don't mean a piece of paper
No,
that you
I mean
chew.
literally like a
Oh, like literally a gummy ball of spit.
Yeah.
Gross.
Nasty.
And it hits her right in the
center part of her
the center
hair.
part. So she feels it so hard.
Mhm.
But she is going to start to look up.
Well, I hide.
Okay, yeah.
She's dressed like cobwebs.
You know,
I mean, I look like a dirty laundry pile.
Yeah.
it's true.
And there's a lot of those in the Sugar Shack.
Yeah, so she wipes it off her head and looks up and goes, ew, ugh. And you can tell when she looks up, her face is bone dry. Not
Seamus can smell the hot dogs in the spit, though.
the corn dog residue.
It's almost like she's here.
I feel her presence around me all times.
Meanwhile, cut to the rafters where Clover's hiding, and she's like chewing a hot dog and burping.
Try to do it quietly.
It's just wafting over the crowd.
I'm trying to eat my hot dog in secret.
Mm-hmm.
It's a long ceremony.
Yeah.
That's a pretty long ceremony because we have been improvising a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can
And
tell.
all the people that are pretending to be your friends are getting up and be like,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
she literally said we were best friends.
So after the ceremony, especially after the fire, Board was like, "Okay, everybody, maybe time to go. Thank you for coming.
Wait, but the elf is doing catering.
Maybe time to go." And Clover, she's with us always. She's always in our hearts, and she's always nearby. She's so close right now. I can feel her presence in the room.
And I pat him on the shoulder. I know, buddy. Me too.
Okay, everybody, thank you so much. And he kind of shuffles all the kids out of the Sugar Shack.
Fenton and Franklin have been shaking people's hands at the door. It's like, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for coming.
People are, little kids are like, they're really like gripping your hands, hugging you, giving you like, people are giving you casseroles and shit.
Oh my God, thank you.
Some people, give you spear bucks and all that kind of shit.
Holy shit, we should have funerals more often.
I have a t-shirt that says Clover forever. DLO4VR.
And
I'm
yeah,
selling them at the door. Well, we can't sell candy. She used to make the candy. We got to make a buck.
We're making a fucking mint off this fucking funeral.
Yeah, man.
so everybody leaves and Boardbow kind of closes up, makes sure everything's secure. Wow, you guys really played up the Clover's dead thing, huh?
We didn't say she was
What do
dead.
you mean dead?
There's a coffin. You built a coffin.
To be fair, it looks exactly like her bed. And he points at her bed. It looks exactly like a coffin.
It does.
For a second, I thought it was going to be like Clover drops down and then everyone freaks out.
I mean, does Clover want people to know she's alive?
She doesn't. But she is tempted because it would be super cool.
Yeah.
No, I wait until everyone I don't know is out,
Mhm.
until it's just you guys, and I
Yeah.
drop down.
Yeah. Clover, you're back.
I mean, yeah, it just came in from the back door.
Oh, that's where that goes.
You didn't think I would like abandon you, right?
I mean, it's just that it's been like almost an hour. It's been so long.
I know.
We arranged this in an hour?
That's really impressive, actually.
I know it's probably the longest time we've ever been
I
apart.
think it has been.
That's actually legitimately true. I think we're all three together literally every minute of the day.
We all shit in a trough.
When one of us has to go to the bathroom, we announce it it's so that everyone else can like stop what they're doing and come along.
Yeah, because we're scared of being in the bad bathroom.
We're pooping now.
Makes sense that you're so afraid of being in this haunted chocolate factory that Fenton's been shitting into for a year.
One time, Franklin went for a shit on his own, and the elf fucked him up. He stole his pants. I don't know. He took his pants off.
He took his pants all the way off to shit.
No.
He took them off and hung them up on a hook before he took a shit in the river.
How you doing? How's it been?
It's been fine. I just walked through the tunnel and I told Greg, hey, I have to sleep on your couch for a while. And then I came here.
Oh my God, that sounds so hard, Clover. I'm so sorry you had to deal with that.
Yeah, I'm just trying to be brave about it.
You're doing a great job.
You're so brave.
Thanks. Yeah. It's pretty rough down there, in the dark.
Oh, God.
And being a wanted criminal. I know there's a bounty on my head.
There is actually.
Is there?
What?
Yeah, she busted out of custody.
Whoa, tell us.
Security wants her.
Tell us what that bounty is.
Well, because they're like, well, we'll just get the kids in the mall to turn on her. It's spear bucks, and it's like 20 spear bucks. Yeah.
Holy shit.
But for kids, that's a couple weeks worth of food. Like,
Cha-ching.
And Fenton leads into Franklin, and he's just like, we shouldn't turn Clover in, right? She's our friend.
Franklin just slowly looks at Clover.
It's a pretty good deal, honestly. I wouldn't blame you.
We could have turned in the paper mache you.
Yeah, if you hadn't lit it on fire. I spent a lot of fucking time on that. Less than an hour, clearly, but
It was a pretty boss move, though.
maybe it was a moth I had lying around that I drew a face on, but
Clover, you haven't made any new friends in the tunnels, right? Any cool tunnel kids that you're maybe friends with now instead of us?
No, not at all. I met a few rats along the way, and they were nice, but they're nothing like you guys.
Whoa, we're nicer than rats. That's very nice of you to say.
You're
Yeah.
welcome.
actually, I have a question.
Yeah.
We know Greg's down there.
Yeah.
Fenton jokingly, although I'm now assuming it's part of the world building, mentioned tunnel kids.
Yeah.
Are there there's shit going on in the tunnels? There are like people that live down there?
Yeah, it's like teens. There's no little kids down there.
Yeah, but there's like gangs and stuff that live in the tunnels.
But maybe not that many.
Or
They're
like
not-
a
there's-
gang?
There's like they're not even a gang though. Like they don't like coming up into the mall.
Right.
They just like hang out downstairs and like vibe out and make arts and crafts.
Okay.
Yeah.
And are those teens emo too?
They're emo, but they're also like nerds. They've got quite a big library set up down in the
Oh.
tunnels.
Oh, that's cool.
So whenever if someone outside of them comes in, they're like, shh, be quiet. Like we're studying. And
Ooh.
Whoa.
They're called the study group.
I was going to call them Mole Brats.
That's pretty good too.
Pretty
Yeah.
good.
Study
That's
group's
pretty
pretty cool.
They've all got like thick glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and lanterns,
Yeah.
both for the books because it's like nerdy,
Yeah.
but also because it's the tunnels and it's dark.
They all wear like black clothes because they're like emo, like
Yeah.
gothic, but they're like gothic emo.
Mhm.
Well, and they're trying to stay hidden. So if like somebody comes down, they just like snuff their lanterns and put their hood up, and then people just walk by and they're like,
Totally.
And they think they're invisible, but it's people just don't want to talk to
It's
them.
just nobody cares.
Yeah.
So you have books in the tunnels. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
The vibe of those kids is the Magic the Gathering kids, like
Yeah.
they
It's totally that. Oh, and they LARP in the
Oh.
tunnels.
yes!
What do they LARP as? It's a fantasy
They
world.
LARP as
Wizards.
wizards.
Oh,
They
yeah.
LARP as elves.
Mhm.
They LARP a lot of like the history, like stories from the books that they read.
Right. Yeah.
Ooh.
That's cool.
Oh shit, they're history nerds.
Mhm.
And yeah, they're so you said they were like gothic, like Victorian cravats and like frilly
Oh, yeah.
fringe. Like I'm imagining like they're like all in Lord Byron
Oh, my gosh,
cosplay.
that'd be pretty
Like,
funny.
Tri-corner hats. The like plague doctor masks. Like,
Yeah. They're that part of the reason why they stay in the tunnels is because they like being really pale.
ooh. Mm-hmm.
They're in the tunnels because there's no portables to hang out back of.
So yeah, we are in downtime. You all get access to 2 downtime activities. And plus whatever you want to pay for with Spearbucks to do extra.
Mm.
But first I'm going to roll entanglements, and we'll see kind of what the fallout from the last session is. So you start with 1d6, roll another d6 if the target was high profile. It was the Noghogs, so it was. Plus 1d6 if it was loud and chaotic. I'd say so.
yeah.
Yeah, we started a fire.
Fire!
We started a fire in a brewery.
Oh, we fought the security.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was
Clover-
fucking chaos.
Clover destroyed some
Art of
machinery.
fire.
And we also fought a gang twice. Once in front of our hideout, once in front of
Yeah.
their hideout.
Oh, yeah. Which one did you like better?
I like the one in front of our hideout because I got to piss way more.
Yeah.
That's all. I love that's your go-to. You know what I always have on me? My wiener.
Yeah.
It's always helping me
Yeah,
out.
this is my true cane sword.
Okay, so I'm going to roll these, and the highest one is going to determine what happens. 5. The crew attracts bad notice / encounters rivals.
Fuck.
Stressful.
Yeah.
Mm.
So I think it's going to be a couple days pass after the job. And the thing that you notice initially is that there is like security outside the sugar shack way more often now.
Oh no.
They are on your ass.
But they don't look like security. They're dressed like in plain clothes.
But you can tell
They're
that they're security.
They're chiseled.
Yeah.
There's no one ever outside of our
Yeah.
shack anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're trying to look so
They
casual.
always have like sweaters tied over, like with a knot in
Yeah.
front of them. We're like, what?
Yeah. Their t-shirts are always ironed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Creases in their jeans.
Yeah.
And so basically, it's going to be hard for you to pull a job because security is going to be watching you like hawks. Fuck. Yeah. Like Borbo comes back one day with some groceries and he's like, that dude checked my groceries.
What?
He checked in the groceries.
What? Like the guy outside?
Yeah, he walked up to me and he said grocery check and he started pulling stuff out of the bag.
Fuck.
This sucks.
This does suck. Maybe we need a new hideout.
A new hideout.
Is Clover in here?
Is Clover here?
Am I?
I don't know. Are you?
Yeah, I'm here, but I'm hiding because of like the security. I'm staying away from any windows, so I'm up in my attic area.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Cool.
I pop my head down and I say, well, if you want, we could hide out at Greg's.
Franklin's freaked. He looks visibly nervous. I mean,
It's just an option. But that's the only place that I can go right now.
I think that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm down to hang out at Greg's a bit more.
I mean, I could also just like go back to the tunnels.
no.
I'm not wanted, I guess.
No, you are wanted. That's
No.
why we have to leave.
I'll just go live in the dark tunnels alone. Greg probably doesn't even want me there.
Clover, what the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, she's being emo.
You want to understand?
Have there been any noticeable changes to Clover's appearance?
Oh.
Yeah, I've been hanging out in my room a lot more. I dyed a streak of my hair black.
Oh, I like that slowly it's turning.
Bright lavender
Yeah.
and then a black.
A black streak.
That looks cool.
And I've been experimenting more with what I call eyeliner, but it's just like, I don't know, like pencil shape, like pencil dust from my diary zone. Rubbing it on my eyelids, like, yeah. It's like reflecting the darkness that's inside of me.
Making your own t-shirts?
Yeah. Sewing my own skinny jeans.
Oh no, it is young Jessica.
Tell us more about your history, Jessica.
Yeah, I mean, I vote tunnels.
All right, I'm in for the tunnels.
Guys, I never told you this.
What is it?
I'm really afraid of the dark.
Well, there's lamps down there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Like a lot of them?
Yeah, I mean, and also Greg's place is full of glowing mushrooms. It's pretty bright, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How far is it? How long do we have to be in the dark?
It's about, maybe, I don't know, like, there's a shortcut, about 10 minutes.
Where's the shortcut?
Cut to the chocolate factory.
The chocolate factory.
Oh no, guys! I'm afraid of the chocolate factory.
But this is the only way. I can't go any other. There's no other way.
Fuck.
And you can't tell anyone about this spot. And it's kind of gross. You're not
Wait,
gonna
it's dark and it's gross?
yeah, you're not gonna like it at all.
Oh
Oh
no.
my god.
So we go in the bad bathroom.
Which, to be clear, is a back door that opens to a cavernous chocolate river.
Yeah.
And the good bathroom is disgusting.
Oh, yeah.
But the bad bathroom is worse because there's like not much lighting and we don't aim very well.
None of us.
We're always so scared when we go in there that like we're kind of pissing and or shitting as we're running.
Always turning around. What was that?
Yeah.
What was that? Sloshing on either side.
I, as a kid, was sometimes scared enough of like the dark that I would be like peeing and then had to like start running while pissing out.
So in this room is the chocolate river. And it flows like basically, this is kind of the runoff area. It would flow through a hole with like that's barred.
Mm-hmm.
And then above it is, you wouldn't see it unless you knew it's there, but part of the wall is a panel and it will slide over. It has another hole the same size, so it's pretty big, big enough for us. And that connects down into the pipes underground, in the tunnels.
Cool.
Sweet.
So how far do we have to traverse in the chocolate factory?
It's at the back of the chocolate factory. Yeah, the bad bathroom.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So is it like how much time do you have to spend in there to get to the?
Oh,
Yeah.
I guess like 5 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, is that right? Like, takes 5 minutes to walk to the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That feels right.
Okay,
So we go.
we go.
I have a crossbow and I've duct taped lanterns.
Yeah.
I have 2 on my chest and 1 on each of my biceps, and then on my thighs, and then 2 flashlights on my knees, and then some candles I lit and put on my shoes.
Yeah.
Borbo's like covering his eyes a little bit.
I taped a flashlight on top of my head.
Yeah.
And
Taped it?
Yeah.
That's not coming up.
And I did the same for Fenton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Borbo's like, I'm good. You guys got all the light covered.
Yeah. Fenton, Clover kind of went nuts with his duct tape job because she got him to hold flashlights in each hand and then duct taped his hands. And then she also like duct taped flashlights to his knees, hips, elbows, shoulders,
Armpits.
And then she was like, something's missing. And she put 2 on top of his head and then duct taped that. So if he's like running around in the distance, it looks like he's like a robot.
Yeah.
Like, shh, shh, shh.
So much duct tape and lights.
Guys, it's so heavy.
You can never have too much light.
Okay.
Let's go.
All right.
All right, let me show you the way.
Here, I'll light the way.
What is the way like?
The way is just us walking through the chocolate factory along the river, but like sneakily.
Yeah. And I want to get some detail because we've never really seen the inside of the chocolate factory except for the river.
Should we all come up with like a
detail?
Yeah, totally.
Okay, so the river is windy, kind of like Willy Wonka's river, and there's lots of old copper pipes that come out of the river and go into like different like stills, I suppose, or vats or containers.
Ooh.
And that's where originally they would have like sorted the chocolate and all that stuff.
Sweet.
Yeah.
There's like grass everywhere, but it's like not maintained, so it's like high grass.
Oh.
So as we have to walk through it, we're kind of in high grass.
Oh.
And every once in a while you can feel something run through it.
Wow.
Yeah. And there's like also like weather in here.
Yeah.
Up high you can see like clouds moving, and then like mist will come in from like just out of nowhere sometimes. And you don't want to be caught in here in the mist. Because stuff comes out in the mist.
Yeah, you can't see it. Oh, and
People go in the mist and they don't come out of the mist.
the copper is all like green from like it's all oxidized,
Oh,
and
yeah.
there's moss that clings onto it.
Cool.
Yeah.
There's chocolate handprints everywhere.
Oh.
Oh, these they're like small. They're like weird little. The palms are really small, but the fingers are really long.
Whoa.
And Borbo is walking kind of in the middle of all of you, trying to keep an eye on everybody. And you're walking through this like tall, thick, tangled grass, and he, some of it brushes his face, and he goes like, oh, and he takes a piece off, and he puts it in his mouth, and he chews it up. This is all candy.
What? You can eat it?
This is all edible.
We had free food this whole
What?
time.
It's not food. It's candy.
Yeah, what the fuck are you talking about?
Clover starts like grabbing fistfuls and shoving it in her pockets.
Whoa, 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 whoa. And you
What?
start doing that, and you can hear in the grass the like, shh, as things start running around.
Oh no!
Stop. We should keep going. And it's the kind of thing like, dude.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Now that Borbo mentioned it, the scary mist that rolls through smells really good. Like the grass you're walking through is candy. There's like little weeds and flowers and stuff pop up, and it's all edible.
The clouds are cotton candy.
Yeah, the clouds are cotton
yeah.
candy. I think that this is like Willy Wonka's like edible forest, but overgrown and like
Totally.
yeah, like it's just gone
yeah,
rampant.
there's like a licorice vine that'll drag you into the river.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like it's like Jumanji, but with Willy Wonka's chocolate factory.
And we're so afraid.
Yeah.
Maybe these handprints are the people that stayed here, and like if you eat it, you get overgrown and like weird twisted sugar beets.
There's like feral people that live in the candy forest.
Like that Pinocchio Island where you all turn into donkeys or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Maybe that's what elves are.
Yeah.
That would make sense.
And as everyone's speculating, Fenton gets too freaked out, so you look at where he was, and he was not there, and then you look into the distance, and you can see beams of light running. He's running. He's like, okay, catch up with me.
Okay, we'll meet you there.
Run.
Borbo gently jogs and keeps up with all of you easily.
Like I said, keep the light together.
And you all get to Clover's hidden panel.
Okay, let me show you. You're gonna have to use your climbing skills. So and give me your hands.
Borbo stands there as you're gonna have to use your climbing skills, and he watches as Fenton realizes his hands have been taped to flashlights.
Yeah, you guys run up on Fenton, ineffectually slamming his hands against the wall, trying to climb up.
And there is wiggles and parts in the grass coming up behind us. Like velociraptors.
Go.
Oh my God.
He reaches up and he pulls the panel off. I think it slid off, but he just pulls it right off the wall.
Borbo.
Everybody in.
Okay.
Borbo, throw me!
And he starts lifting you up into the hole.
I'm not going in there. I don't know. I'm too scared.
Get in the hole. And
Looking back and forward. Oh, I don't know. I don't take my chances with these Velociraptor elves. I don't know.
He grabs you by the back, your belt and your collar, and just whips you into the tunnel. And he climbs up behind you and slams the grate on behind.
Do we hear anything?
Yeah, I think something slams into the grate when he closes it.
Yikes.
You guys live in front of that. You have a door that leads directly in there.
Yeah, that's why we keep it closed most of the time, unless we're shitting or pissing in there.
I'm starting to think that you maybe should find a new place to live. And Clover leads the way to Greg's place?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a ladder that leads down deeper into the tunnels, and I drop down, and it's actually pretty well lit.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
See? Told you.
You weren't kidding. Well, I look like an idiot. Not like Fenton here.
Is it well lit there are lights but also mushrooms, or is it just purely lit with glowing fungi?
Down in this area, the tunnels are lit with a lot of night lights and lanterns.
Oh, cool.
Just kind of sporadically hung, but in this area there's actually crystallized caramel that's leaked down and lines the tunnel, and there's glowing mushrooms that are also growing around, and the crystals, the caramel crystals, illuminate that light.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sick.
That's really cool. So it's kind of this border between the maintenance tunnels and the chocolate factory. I really like that. Yeah, and I think as you get closer to Greg's place, you take this kind of winding route that takes about 10 minutes, 15 minutes to get to.
Yeah.
And when you get to where Greg's place is, it's kind of cozy. It's like a guy who made a little hangout sleep zone in a garage. There's string lights hung up. There's an old couch. There's a table with cards and stuff on it. Looks like maybe Clover and him have been playing cards.
One power bar with dozens of cords going into it.
A bunch of the extension cords are taped up and really haphazardly patched.
He's got tons of aquariums with different mushrooms growing in them.
Ooh, cool.
Oh, cool.
For greenhouses. He has his hammock and then guest hammocks,
Ooh.
one of which is mine.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. And he also has a basin with a little fire going. That's his fireplace.
Yeah.
Nice.
Does he have a pet? I feel like he must have a pet. Something.
What kind of pet would he have? I feel like he'd have a lizard.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They need warmth. Then.
Yeah. So it stays down here because it's all toasty because he grows his stuff here because it's warm and humid, right?
Oh, yeah.
What if he had a little dragon?
Oh.
A little mushroom dragon.
Oh.
Nice.
Holy shit.
But he might not even realize it's a dragon because it's so small.
It's so little.
It's never had to compete for food, so it's tiny.
Yeah. And I think the vibe that we've always gotten from Greg when we've seen him up top is that he's this weird old army vet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But being down here, we can see how methodical he is about cultivating mushrooms and his work area. And it's there's a bunch of scientific instruments. And we're holy shit, this guy's actually like a scientist.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well-
he always seemed like he was like a draft dodger type, but then
Yeah.
oh no, he was drafted.
Yeah.
He might have been a ranking officer.
Then he dodged after that.
Yeah.
because
He's even got his like little lab set up with like the microscopes and like all these little like spectacle things.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool. He has a sunstone microscope.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
And he's also good pals with the study group that live down here.
Oh, yeah.
He goes to their library and like checks out the science books.
Cool.
Sometimes they like take a look at the mushrooms.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Because the way that he was described on Clover's original sheet for like the contact she chose was a psychonaut.
What's that?
It's a person that like experiments with mind-altering substances to try and like expand the bounds of consciousness.
Cool.
So like he takes this very seriously. He like experiments with it. He wants to know what they do and why and how it can benefit people.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And he's got a weird little lizard that lives in his room
That's sick.
that eats mushrooms. What would mushrooms do to a dragon? Does it have mushrooms growing on it?
Well, I mean, they become what they eat. So
And
if
it's-
he's eating a lot of mushrooms.
He
Yeah.
probably like breathes out spores.
Oh,
Cool.
Yeah.
that's a cool idea.
There's a mushroom called angel's wings, so his wings could look like that. They're like it's almost clear with veins going up them.
Oh, yeah.
But just picture him like a jelly,
Yeah.
cat's tongues.
Yeah,
Like he's kind of
very
clear
squishy.
almost, squishy, and
Yeah,
like
clear.
little bumps.
Oh.
I like that a lot.
He looks a bit more like a chameleon than he does like a
Yeah.
like a lizard or an iguana.
Like he's got the two-sided hands. He moves really slowly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that. So you all enter his like lair, for lack of a better term,
Sick.
and he's got his back to you in his chair, and he's facing his like desk, and he's messing with something under the microscope, and you can see his little mushroom dragon laying on his shoulder, just like snoozing, and he hears you approaching, and he looks up and turns around, and he's got crazy magnifying goggles on.
Whoa!
Hi, Greg.
Hey, kids. Welcome. Please make yourselves at home. Me tunnel, a Sue tunnel.
Thank you. Is it okay if Fenton and Franklin and Borbo hang out here for a few days?
Oh, yeah. I could probably rustle up a couple more hammocks. And he starts like puttering around
Thank you.
the room in his chair.
You're a good guy, Greg. Thanks a lot.
Hey, thanks for looking after Clover. She's a good kid. And I trust that you're good kids too. You're an adult man and I don't know you. But I think you're Borbo. I've heard of you. So thanks for keeping these kids safe. Just generally a good unit. Anyways, I'm going to grab some hammocks. And he starts just stringing stuff up next to each other. So there's like 3 hammocks. Unfortunately, he doesn't have anything big enough for Borbo. So Borbo's just going to sleep on the couch.
Nice.
Sick.
Hey, Borbo, it folds out into a sofa bed.
No, what? They make those?
Yeah.
And he runs up to it and he starts like looking to see where it will unfold. How?
This is Greg's design.
Yeah.
He's invented the futon.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a steam engine in it.
You have to crank it.
And Borbo starts cranking it and the cushions pull back and the inside starts folding out and he goes,
Isn't it beautiful?
it's amazing.
Let me get some blankets for you.
You know what?
What?
I don't even want them.
Okay. Suit yourself. It gets kind of cold.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Borbo Borblo, and I'm trying to go on tour with my band B4, the Burley Beach Bod Bros, and we've got some sponsors that we need to play to raise tour funds. Check them out. Aroma. Flavors. Style. Plates. Oofs. Tired of the same old breakfast. Come on down, to Oofs. Designer breakfast for designer women. See you there, in the Esterland food court. Oofs. Well, I think all of that stuff sounds pretty sick, and I would buy it all now. Is that it? Have I fulfilled my contractual obligation?
Yeah, you can leave.
Okay, great. Bye.
Okay, bye.
We're going on tour!
So what is y'all's plan? You have 2 downtime actions to take advantage of.
I need to reduce some stress.
Okay.
Like a 4 stress.
Okay.
I also have to reduce stress.
Mm-hmm.
Is drama unclearable?
Yeah, drama is permanent.
Okay.
And stress. Actually, you got drama, so you shouldn't have any stress
I don't
right
have
now.
any stress.
And until you are able to like move freely around the mall, it's going to be hard to indulge your vice because it's
Right.
going to the food court.
So for downtime, is it like, do we work on a project clock or is this?
The choices that you have for downtime actions are clearing a harm box, indulging your vice to clear 3 stress, ticking a segment on one of your long-term projects or starting a new one, and gathering information.
And you just have 1 or you do 2?
You get 2. And if you want to spend a spear buck, you can get another one.
I see.
Yeah.
Can I fill my long-term project piece?
Yeah. Yeah. What is your long-term project?
It's to grow those magical mushrooms.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, what are they again? The mind expanding
Yeah.
spirit mushrooms or something?
Yeah, the ones that grew on the
Oh, on Rudley.
on Rudley.
The consciousness giving.
Yeah. And that's actually what Greg was looking at when we came in. So I go over to his study and I look over some of the specimens that he's got,
Nice.
if that's what it's called in science.
A specimen? Yeah.
Oh,
totally.
yeah, 100%.
Oh, well, yeah, totally.
Yeah. He's got some growing in one of his aquariums, which he has obviously retrofitted into being mushroom growing apparatus.
Yeah. There's a bunch of like woolly pig hairs that I've foraged
Sick.
that they're growing on.
Yeah, I like that.
Cool.
You forage them because they're just you were finding clumps around
Yeah,
the mall
basically.
because no one knows where Rudley is.
Yeah, Rudley's just running around.
He's on the loose. He's too smart now.
For a long time, you guys were trying to you're sporulating the hairs and it wasn't taking, and then there was some hairs that you're like, oh, they smell like shit, and then they sprung mushrooms, and I realized that they need to be smeared in the woolly pig shit.
Oh God, it's
Yeah.
so gross.
'Cause they root in their own, like when they're part of
Yeah.
their
Yeah,
so
they're pigs, man.
They have a little bit of their own poop on them.
Mm. I'm experimenting with them, trying to make them like hopefully taste better because
Because they grew in literal shit.
yeah. And Greg was like, the trip is amazing, but like the flavor is foul. And so I'm using eyedroppers of different natural flavors and sugars on
great.
them to try to imbue them with something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's great. What kind of flavor has Clover gotten the most progress on?
Oh, the best one so far is cherry.
Oh,
It,
A cherry mushroom.
Yeah.
Franklin
Frank-
hates cherries.
Yeah, I'm showing Franklin and I'm like, look, it's way better. Like, trust me, it's way better than what it originally was. The tartness kind of covers up like the shit taste and smell.
I can still. You're getting all of it. It's a melange.
And if it's any consolation, it's not actually cherry. It just tastes like cherry.
And then Fenton's like, I don't know what you guys are talking about. This shit's great. And he sucks just pure cherry flavor out of one of the eyedroppers. Oh!
Fenton!
Hey, kid, you're going to want to be careful with that. It takes a lot to harvest the insects that make that flavor.
Go to the bathroom right now.
I am.
Perfect. So that is one segment ticked. Now you could do it again if you want to tick it further or if you've got another move you want to do.
You were saying that another thing I could do is get some insight.
Yeah, gather information
Okay, I want to gather information.
on.
Tina
Yeah.
Nice.
Durger.
What do you want to learn about Tina Durger?
How stupid she is.
Dude, she's so fucking
But
stupid.
mostly how I can get the ultimate revenge.
Ultimate
Like, what are her
revenge.
weaknesses?
Oh yeah.
What are her weaknesses?
or her
Okay.
strengths and how to break them.
Yeah.
I like the idea that you're like shuffling around the vents and you're in her office, like listening to Dashboard Confessional,
Yeah.
like in a bottle, and you're like, I'm going to find your weaknesses and then I'll be vindicated.
And I might be selfish, but I'm strong. And I know I'm right. I swear I'm right. I swear I knew it all along.
And I am. Meanwhile, while Clover's listening to this music, watching Tina, she's openly like, so here are my weaknesses in order of most to least powerful.
She's talking to a counselor.
Oh, yeah.
Therapy session. I'd say my greatest weakness is my trick knee. My second greatest is my relationship with my mother.
So I write those things down. Relationship with mother. Bad knees.
What? So her strengths are obviously she is the head of security. So she has access to forces. Like she has access to manpower. And a lot of the security in the mall are as if not more corrupt than Tina is. So they're willing to do whatever she says for money.
What if her weakness is the fact that she's brokering a pretty big deal with she's in a kind of like a situation where she's sort of overplayed her hand with the food court, and she is like part of their scheme to gentrify the part of the mall that the Sugar Shack is in, and she's like, yeah, I'll get those kids out of there, and like I'll get everyone in that zone, like I'll root them out. Like she's beholden to like the upper echelon maybe of the crime-os, and then
that's true. Yeah, like they're in the pocket of the food court basically.
Yeah, it could just be Tina is in cahoots with the people who want to gentrify this area.
I have an idea.
What?
Security is working with the food court. The food court tells them what to do. I think that Tina, being a power-hungry, money-hungry, corrupt individual, she's brokered a deal the food court doesn't know about, that if they did find out, she'd be fucked.
Is it with the wine moms?
Yes.
Because the wine moms want the Choco Factory.
So the wine moms want the chocolate factory, but they're not part of the development idea. I thought they were the part of the development, the gentrification of it.
They are. I think there's a secondary deal that Tina has been cut in on that maybe is related to the chocolate that they wanted to steal from the chocolate factory.
That dark chocolate, that good.
The dank.
Yeah.
So what you learn, I won't act it all out.
Yeah, that's fine.
Tina is putting together a team basically for the wine moms to get access to this dark chocolate that they're going to be selling, and they're not planning on cutting in the food court.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So that's what it is they've brokered a secondary deal with Tina kind of on the down low.
Holy fuck.
Because the wine moms, they're movers and shakers too. They want to be at par with the food court.
So maybe they don't have as much financial brokerage as the food court. So they're going to say, oh yeah, we'll go in a deal with you guys at the food court. We'll be like partners, like 60-40. And then they're going to undersell all this dark chocolate and then buy all their shares out and then develop it themselves.
Wow. So
buy all the property. Oh, so they want the dark chocolate so they can buy that property out from under the food court.
They can snake the deal out from under the food court.
And if the food court knew, they like Tina Durger and the wine moms would be out so fast.
Yeah. And another weakness is that she keeps trying to refer to this group of people as Tina 7, and everybody hates it. Everybody thinks it's lame and thinks Tina's lame.
I like that.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's so funny. So like Clover's watching, and she sees one of the wine moms come in to Tina's office for a secret meeting.
She meets personally with Chardonnay Fierro.
Sick.
So I scuttle off to tell you guys.
Through all the vents and tunnels that you're traveling through
and
right
it's
now.
tough because I have like a few music bottles on me, so I have to be really quiet and careful about it.
Clink, clink,
I'm just like, why did I bring all this stupid stuff?
Through you in the tunnels, like behind you in the tunnels as you're traveling through, every once in a while you're like, bang, 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 bang. Bang, 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 bang.
What is it?
Something's following you.
An elf.
I turn around.
Something scuttles around the corner.
Corb Green, is that you?
Corb? Oh. It's the fucking elf. What do you want?
And the hobgoblin pokes his head around the corner.
What's up? What do you want? Are you scared?
And he bunk, bunk, bunk kind of gets closer.
Whoa.
Are you lonely? Oh. Do you want to Do you want to come with me? I mean, if you want.
Don't.
Okay, let's go.
He's not getting too close,
Yeah.
but he's definitely starting. He just follows you.
Yeah, I just look back like, okay.
Follows you back to the tunnels.
What?
And then as soon as she walks in with him, Borbo's like, "You fucking piece of shit!"
Borbo, stop!
He
jumps.
launches on it. He grabs a badminton racket.
He tries to get it and immediately jumps back up to one of the vents and climbs and is like, scuttles away. But throughout the rest of the night, you hear it's nearby.
Yeah.
It just wanted to be near you guys, it seems. But it's still like this rabid.
I lecture Borbo.
What did this thing bit me so many times?
Yeah, and like, how many times did you bite it? Have you ever thought to like talk it out with the hobnoblin?
Can that thing even communicate like that?
I talked to him in the tunnels, and if you had seen it, you would believe me. And I know I sound crazy right now, but I'm not. I understood every word he tried to say.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, really?
Yeah, he was like, wow, Clover, it's been a while and I missed you. And I was like, you should come over. And it said, okay. and here you are being a big old bully, just like the bullies who bullied me. Like like the bullies, like Tina Durger. Like you're
Whoa.
just like Tina Durger.
Whoa. I am nothing like Tina Durger. Have you seen her quads? Dog shit. Look at these. And he flexes his leg.
You know, quads don't make you a good person, Borbo.
Whoa, you just got to the heart of me. I have some real reflecting to do.
Fine.
I'm sorry that I tried to attack the hobnoblin, but in my defense, I thought that he was trying to sneak up on you and bite you.
Yeah, I appreciate it, but you should probably tell him sorry yourself.
I'll think about it. And he goes, and he's like, I have to be alone. And he walks 4 feet away and lies down on the couch bed.
Okay, well, I'll be over there with Franklin and Fenton.
And he turns away.
Wow, Borbo is super grumpy.
Nice.
He's not getting as much vitamin D as he's used to.
Yeah.
He's feeling shitty.
And I'm like, but Clover, you know why? Like, he's been trying to work up the courage to ask Amelia forever, and then she arrested you.
He has a huge crush on her.
Oh no.
Not anymore.
Are you sure, Borbo?
I'm sure not anymore.
He's not sure.
He's not
It's-
sure.
He's not sure.
Over. It never began, but it's over now.
I know heartbreak when I see it.
Still carrying around her scrunchie in his back pocket.
It is not her scrunchie. It's mine. I found it. It belongs to me now.
He doesn't even have long hair.
I like to wear it on my wrist.
Just like she did.
And he flips over on his stomach and shoves his face into the mattress.
Oh man.
And then he starts shaking, like it's obviously that he's crying silently.
Oh
Into a bare mattress. Holy shit, what a sad image.
And Greg rolls back in from the tunnels. He went out on a little excursion to gather some materials, and he comes back with like some books on his lap.
Is
So?
this okay?
What'd you all learn? What'd you learn?
I learned that Tina Durger is in cahoots with the wine mom.
Who's that?
We explain.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I tell you guys what I heard. So they just want us out of the sugar shack. That's why they came after me so hard. They're trying to evict us so that they can get the dark chocolate.
Those slime balls.
Yeah, those fucking.
But you,
whoa, okay.
Fenton, that's a swear word.
Wow, that might be the first time that we bleep out a word.
I'm offended that it didn't faze me.
It doesn't. It's weird because this is more from a podcast perspective, right? It didn't faze me, but I'm imagining people being fazed by it, and that's phasing me.
Yeah.
Whoa, kid.
Hey, like they fucked with Clover and they fucked with us and they're trying to get us out of our home.
Aren't you like 9?
Yeah, man. And I'm gonna be 10 soon. And when I'm 10, I'm gonna get a necklace right here.
That's gonna say.
It's gonna say,
I'm 10.
And for listeners, when I went, I raked a pencil across my throat like I was gonna slit my throat, but that was the misdirect.
And that is comedy.
Wow.
I was gonna say that he still has half his cane sword in his hand. He doesn't think it's sharp, but he raked it. No, and he has all these like scratches and scars.
Little cat scratches on his neck.
Yeah, there's.
You gotta stop doing that, buddy.
He is actually starting to bleed.
Oh my god.
I got something for that. Greg comes back with a mashed up handful of mushrooms he just rubs on your neck.
Thanks.
And that's not everything, you guys.
Wait, there's more?
There's more. They plan to undercut the food court.
Who's that?
We explain.
You should go upstairs more often.
Why? Are there mushrooms upstairs?
Yeah, I guess. So that's the way we can get back at Tina. We could get the food court on our side and tell them what she's up to.
Or we could try and snake the deal. We can snake the snake.
Oh, that's a good idea.
What if we find a way of getting that chocolate for ourselves and then we can be having the power?
Well, we do have access to Doris, and Doris has been trying to like undermine the food court for fucking ever.
Yeah.
I mean, if we could work with her to help broker this deal out from under both of them, a triple cross.
Yeah, Doris would be able to help you out for sure in some way, like equipping you a little bit or giving you some sort of schematics to the chocolate factory or some shit.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so who's next on downtime?
I'll go next. I'm gonna reduce some stress, so I'm gonna do my vice of sewing.
Sewing?
So
I thought it was dancing.
No, it was, I think sewing's a newish one.
Yeah, it's I have a new
you're
one.
making an outfit.
I'm making an outfit for Borbo. I want to make him one of the crisp undercover cop outfits.
Sick.
So that he can pose as a security guard.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'll say that because vices are supposed to be relaxing things that aren't work related, it's not going to be like an effective disguise necessarily. You might have to spend another one if you want it to be like an actual thing that Borbo will be able to use.
Sure.
Because vice is just like something that you do just for you, bro.
Looks pretty good so far, Franklin.
Thank you very much.
I love the beading you did on it.
Yeah, the bedazzling I thought at first was too much.
It's not though. It's very tasteful.
You don't think so?
No, it's so glamorous, but like in an elegant way.
You think that I should have highlighted the nipples like that?
I mean, that part is.
They look elegant, right?
Yeah.
There's like one giant bead where each nipple is.
Yeah, I'm gonna look like a fucking narc in this. Nice work. I'm gonna look like a narc won a ballroom dancing competition.
Can you do a fashion show when it's done?
Yeah, I would love to.
Fashion show.
Fashion
Fashion show.
Fashion show. Fashion show. Fashion show.
So Borbo leaves into the tunnel. He turns down one of the maintenance tunnels out of sight, and you hear him approaching, going like, and he slides into view, and then he starts doing a really strutty walk right down the middle of the room, going.
I'm imagining this is a jumpsuit, right? Is everyone else imagining that, or is that just me?
He said it's an undercover cop outfit.
I know, but because he didn't do a great job of it, so it's on one piece but sewn to make it look like there's jeans, and like there's like a piece of sweater sewn. I couldn't get a whole sweater, so I just have like chunks of a sweater sewn to a pair of coveralls.
Perfect. Yeah. So he struts down. He's like, I'm a cop. Security stop. Best part. And he grabs the front and he pulls it off.
Whoa!
And the whole thing comes off in one piece, and he's wearing his regular athletic outfit underneath. And he's like, for when I need to fucking work.
Holy shit.
He bows. Greg's like, oh, I love having you kids down here. This is so cool.
And Franklin walks out like he's Vanderbilt, like, you know, when they always take a walk down the runway. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Gonna be all the rage next season. Tearaways.
Huh.
Patent pending. That's my name. You can't use it. Great. So that's 3 stress gone. And do you got another activity in the hopper?
I would like to build a weapon because I haven't added anything to my candy weaponry.
Mm-hmm.
I think now's a good time to beef up the arsenal.
Yeah.
Can I do
Okay.
that?
Yeah, it would be a long-term project block.
Cool.
So we'll call it 4 segments.
'Kay.
So you get to take it once.
And this would just be, I want to come up with something down here, so I don't have an idea what it is. But I think it's going to be mushroom based. Maybe that squishy mushroom, you make turn people into jelly.
What the fuck?
Oh.
Like make them all blissed out and turn them into goo.
Oh,
Oh
and
my
then they
God.
can't chase
Holy
after
shit.
you.
Yeah,
No, they
they're
don't
just
die.
get all like.
Oh, I see. I thought you meant turn them into actual like goo.
No, it's like a paralytic, right?
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
yeah, but it turns you all super jelly-ish.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And
Oh, gummy bears.
Oh, good idea.
so
I'm
smart.
gonna build gummy bears.
That's really smart and cool and funny. That's a good name.
Getting a little tired.
Fenton's really into it.
Also fair.
I'm not tired.
Me neither. No.
Is Fenton like sneaking samples?
Yeah, you could tell because he's pretty jelly right now.
It's hard to tell.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm naturally a pretty jelly kind of guy.
I'm naturally kind of a jelly boy.
Your kneecaps look like they're gone.
Yeah, I know.
Where are your elbows?
Stop looking at him, and
Okay.
it won't be an issue.
All right.
Are you doing the luau right now?
I think Franklin was testing these on me to start, and then I maybe got a little bit addicted to them.
Uh-oh. Okay, speaking of which, what are your downtime activities, Fenton?
I'm going to indulge my vice to clear 3 stress.
Which is writing fan fiction.
Yeah.
And you changed it recently to spy fiction. Was that a permanent change or is it still vampires primarily?
It's still a lot of vampire stuff.
Vampire spies.
Yeah, it's vampire spies now.
Fuck yeah. Spy by night.
Oh, that's a good name for
Spy
it.
by night away from here.
I gotta rush over this one. Yeah, so vampire, it's like still vampire fanfic. And also I want to gather information because I was writing the vampire fanfiction. And I was up in the tunnels, like workshopping it with my writing group, and which is the Hobnoblin.
So what kind of input does the hobnoblin give you?
A lot of that kind of stuff, and then I kind of just project whatever onto it.
He ate one of the pages. Like he's kind of helpful.
I know what you mean, man. Yeah, Eduardo's character needs more depth. I think he needs to be betrayed by someone who he trusted. Right. Like, he trusted someone and he thought they were friends. And then that person chose someone else over him. And then that person betrayed him. And then the person that he was friends with chose the other person over him.
No,
Okay.
you don't like it?
No, you're right. It sucks. It's like Nick talking to Tran in the park in New Girl. Just
Totally.
that old, quiet dude that he's like, I love you, man. I knew that's what you were going to say.
God damn it. You should be writing these books. We should co-author it. This is mostly your stuff. You came up with the whole vampire baby plotline. I mean, yeah, I took out that whole weird baseball scene that you pitched, and it did not serve the story at all. Why would they need to play it during a thunderstorm? Yeah, but thunder is paired with lightning. It wouldn't make any fucking sense.
Oh my God.
It's the dumbest thing I've ever fucking heard. That's why I replaced it, that they have to play tetherball during a hailstorm. Yeah, it's to mask the sound of them slapping the tetherball. It sounds like hail. It's a totally different thing. All right, fine. I'll add one baseball scene back in.
That's great.
I love this partnership. Fenton and the monster that he projects onto.
Yeah, there's really some kind of like psychoanalytic metaphor there.
Yeah.
But I would say that this is a co-author. And you know what? Why don't we use a pen name that represents both of us? Fenton and...
The only time that he's taken his word literally. Oh, ram.
And he's like, all right. And then I go and I am writing like the author, and the author is
Stephanie
Myers. Fenton.
Rah. Rah. And he nods and he looks really pleased. And then he grabs it and he starts eating it.
Yeah.
Just eating the manuscript out of your hands.
What a genius.
He's just stone-faced eating it in front of you. Not even excited, just
Okay.
I was really expecting you to reveal that Fenton has been writing these stories with his writing group that is vampires that live in the mall.
Everyone thinks it's fiction, but it's not. It's autobiographical.
I think I've mentioned it before, but there is a quote-unquote coterie of vampires that live in the mall.
But Fenton is canonically afraid of them.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Well, because he used to go to the theater, right?
Yeah.
And they live above the theater.
That's why he doesn't go there anymore.
And they
I'll make my own theater.
I wish.
A theater of the mind.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, man.
So then the other thing is that plot line about the betrayal, it gave him an idea.
Oh. Sorry, I got to get out of the ring.
Yeah.
Oh.
And he wants to do a gather information
Mhm.
Cool.
Ooh.
because he has a theory
Yeah.
that Clover got arrested
Uh-huh.
because Kesserin tipped security off as to our plans, because how else would they have fucking known what we were doing?
Oh my god.
Oh.
That little squat. Take that out.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. It's a made up insult that I didn't like the sound of.
Sounds
You don't want to
kind
leave that in.
sounds kind of racist.
That's got to be
It does
racist.
sound.
Yeah, Clover is steaming mad. Kesserin, my sworn enemy.
It's the only thing that makes sense, right, guys?
If she double teamed us, then I will
Nope.
have her.
Brendan's like, nah, that's definitely not what you mean.
I'm gonna Eiffel Tower her so hard if I find out that she double teamed us.
What does Eiffel Tower mean?
You know, when you tell somebody's parents that they did a bad
You
thing.
went straight to the top.
You
She's
go
gonna
straight to the top.
She's gonna regret ever fucking with this devil's threesome.
That's what my beer league baseball team calls me.
Devil's threesome.
Yeah, because I can usually get 3 bases in one go.
Okay, so what's your gather information? It's just that you discover this, or it's that you have a theory that this is what happened?
I have a theory and I want to prove it.
Okay. So how do you do this?
Do you have an idea?
I don't know, like, do you and Franklin go out and do a spy or like gossip, or I don't know.
Yeah, start asking around.
Yeah,
I can't go with you though.
I know you can't.
I'm a wanted criminal.
Unless
What?
we disguise you.
What? How?
Mrs. Gilbert.
Yeah.
Mrs.
It is.
Gilbert.
I pull out the Mr. Gilbert costume and it's like, it's time. You're ready for this.
I'm ready.
Cut 2, she's the bottom of the Mr. Gilbert outfit.
Fenn's on the top. He's got a wig on.
Franklin is so happy.
You can do it.
It's really sweaty in here.
It's harder than you think.
It really is. I wasn't expecting it to be so bad.
Fenton's knee pits have extra sweat glands in them.
Yeah, Franklin has packed the inside of the trench coat with like sham wows because he knows how sticky he can get.
Great. So Mrs. Gilbert enters the mall.
You're ready for this. Him wearing a wig.
Is Franklin with us?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm their kid.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You're pretending that
Oh
Mrs.
my
Gilbert's
God.
your mom.
Are
Yeah.
you wearing like Fenton's little sailor boy
Oh,
outfit?
so small on me.
So tight.
tiny. Are you sure this is going to work?
Yeah, man, I come up with great plans. This is the best.
It's true.
And you know what? To his credit, no one's even looking at you. That's the thing with Mr. Gilbert and Toblerone Jones and the variety of offshoot characters. Stunningly, people don't usually realize it right away.
Okay, so what's the play here? Where can we get this information to confirm that she did definitely tell, like, security this thing?
What if we go to Millie with the guise of like a little what?
No, sorry. Yeah, Millie would be a good person because when she was arresting Clover, she seemed really broken up about it.
Uh-huh.
So she knew something was up.
Uh-huh. Okay, I have an idea.
Okay.
What if we go to Millie as this adult
Yeah.
with this kid, and we're just like, hey, we heard that there was a kid that got arrested for the thing with the Nog Hogs, that Nog thing that happened. And
That Nog thing?
yeah. And we wanted to make sure that little Chauncey here
Chauncey again.
didn't, or we'll think
No,
of it differently.
Chauncey works.
Chauncey's great.
Little Chauncey here didn't have a chance to interact with, that kind of element. So we just want to make sure that everything's fine and that little girl isn't at his school or anything. Because we wouldn't want, he's a very impressionable young boy, and we wouldn't want him to be affected by it.
I want a bigger lolly. He's got a huge fucking lolly.
He's almost as tall as Fenton on Clover's shoulders. So he's pretending to be a little kid with this deep, pubescent voice.
Mommy, give me a bigger lolly.
Well, I mean, the child is currently in custody. Yeah, so that's fine.
Oh, you got her.
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful. And is there, are there any children that were involved in kind of like turning her in or anything? Because that's the right kind of crowd that we want little Chauncey to be a part of.
This is an active investigation, so I can't say too much, but we did receive an anonymous tip, yes.
Okay, that's fantastic. What family was that little girl from, or boy?
It was an anonymous tip,
Okay.
so I don't know.
Okay.
I heard it was Kesserin Ropes. We judge her reaction.
You can see her mind like turning really fast as she tries to figure out a way to not give anything away. And she goes, again? I don't know who it was. Anonymous tip.
All right, that's all you had to say, Millie. Thank you very much.
She's not wearing a name tag, so she's like,
Mommy, I have to pee. I have to pee so bad.
Oh, my little boy has to pee. I have to go. Sorry.
Okay.
Run! Start running.
I start running, but I like can't see which way Franklin's going, so I'm kind of like,
And the whole like Mr. Gilbert is there's weird angles happening in the trench coat. Mrs.
Franklin's
Gilbert.
holding her hand like this, but also like holding her up, doing double duty.
I just realized, I imagine that one of the arms this whole time has been like a fake arm, and the other arm, Ratatouille style, is inside tugging on whoever's hair is driving to get them to go in the right way.
Yeah.
Great, yeah, so Millie didn't say specifically, it was Kesserin Ropes, but she looked pretty shaken up when you said it outright.
Yeah.
Confirmation.
As we're running away, we teeter, and then we slam into a door with a crash bar in it that goes into a stairwell down, and then you hear all three of us tumble.
Whoa.
Because the part of Mrs. Gilbert that hits the crash bar is just like the middle, like around Clover's shin. It's just wham! That's great. So, yeah, that's what you know about this situation. Kesserin Ropes informed on the Cool Treat kids to get Clover arrested.
Oh, fuck, Clover, it was Kesserin.
I knew it. She doesn't have a good bone in her body.
Do you think we could shake her down? What's she getting out of this?
Well, like, she's getting Seamus out of it.
Drive a wedge. Drive a wedge.
Drive a wedge. Drive a wedge. Drive a wedge. Drive a wedge. Drive a wedge. Drive a wedge. Drive a wedge. Drive a wedge.
And that's where we're going to end it for this week?
Yes, totally. Also, we could definitely use Kesserin Ropes to feed misinformation to Tina Durger. That's what that means.
Yep, totally. And,
Yeah.
and also, this is another good option for a scheme heist score in which you break up Kesserin and Seamus.
Oh, I'm
Totally.
way more interested in that than the other thing.
Well, this is our level of that.
Break them up. Break
Break
them
them
up.
No,
Break them up. Break
I
them
almost
up.
had you going to a candy jungle. No, and that's where we're going to end it for this episode of Spout More Mall Brats. I've been your game master, Shawn O'Hara. Joining me as always, playing Fenton Beasley the Slide, Abdul Aziz.
So long.
Playing Franklin Stein the Cutter, Paul Oppers.
Drive a witch.
playing Clover Ivy Fern, the Whisper, Jessica Ty.
Break them up.
Thank you to listener and Discord user and patron and all around slick individual Quinn for our intro and outro music that you can hear at the top and bottom of every show. Absolutely astounding. Thank you to you, our Patreon supporters, without whomst the show would not and could not happen. So thank you so much for all of your support. We'll see you next time.
And so ends the tale of the Cool Treat Kids. Always up to no good. So tiny and greedy and angsty they be, as they navigate crime and puberty. And though our journey may belie a conclusion, we will not leave you without a resolution. Return next week to the chocolate store as the Cool Treat Kids plan their next score. And for you, I'll gladly spout more.